to those familiar with the pod, we have a new guest here. And John, we are a movie club. And anytime we have a new guest on, we have to induct them into what we call our clubhouse.
What's the password? New England clam chowder. Is that the red or the white? I can never remember that. White?
We've tried to get rid of this segment, but our listeners demand it. So here we go. Basically, we have three questions, and Ben's going to kick us off.
Do you want to say something first before we?
These questions are difficult. They're difficult, by the way.
Really?
We're here to break you down before we get into the episode.
We need tears.
Just like Papa did to Otis or whatever his name was.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do I have to do 10 push-ups if I get it wrong?
At least, at the very
You have to do
least.
10 push-ups regardless, honey boy.
Ah, damn it.
Smoke
Okay.
this whole pack in the bathroom.
And if we can
now.
reach you, we can slap you.
That's okay. You're going to win in the end, though.
Yeah,
Okay,
you'll be
great.
good. I'm actually excited to hear that, though, because I feel like, oh, cool. This is like someone who's like taking these answers like to heart, which is always, it's good. It's a great clubhouse.
We
when you get
encourage
that.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. So my question, as you know, and as some of the listeners might, is a desert island question. You're stranded. You've got provisions. You've got also happen to have like an entertainment center with you, screen, Blu-ray, got whatever you need. And you're allowed to take the filmography of either one actor or director with you onto this island to keep you entertained. I'm always curious to hear who people would choose and why they would choose them.
So can I do both? Can I break the rules and do both? Okay. So for actor, I'm going to choose Nicolas Cage. Don't ask
All right.
why.
I love it. I don't think you need to explain why. It's perfect.
Nope.
We will not ask. But we
The
grant
answer
it.
is the explanation.
I've seen Gone in 60 Seconds. I know why. It's all good. Don't worry.
Days off. Like, come on. The man is a genius. And I'm really excited for that new movie he's in that he's playing himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is good. It's a point I forgot to bring up. If the person's still alive, you're going to continue to get their stuff. So you'll have that on the island with you. So that's perfect.
I'm just so happy to have Prisoners of the Ghostland in that arsenal. Then.
You get both Ghost Riders, but the one that will haunt you is that Superman movie you never got.
Oh, that's true.
It's
I would love
fine.
to see that.
It's fine. It's fine. I get to watch vampires kiss every day. That's
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good
It's a
trade-off.
day.
Did you see that new movie Pig he's in?
I haven't seen Pig yet. No.
It's really good. It's really good.
I did see Wally's Wonderland, which is based off of like Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh,
where
yeah, that's right.
He beats the shit out of animatronics. It's hilarious. I loved it.
Nice. That's awesome.
That sounds very Nick Cagey.
But in terms of director, I picked Edgar Wright.
Nice.
I like the Three Flavors of Cornetto trilogy. I love Scott Pilgrim.
If you want something bad, you have to fight for it. Step up your game, Scott. Break out the L word.
Lesbian?
The other L word.
Lesbians?
It's love, Scott. I wasn't trying to trick you.
I do like Baby Driver, even though two of the main actors are kind of canceled.
It's tough.
We'll probably talk about that maybe a little later today as well. But I mean, I think Baby Driver is awesome. I do like video for a living. So just like the synchronization it has with like the audio and all the actions going on, the choreography is just, it's amazing. I don't know that I've still seen anything quite like it, but the Cornetto trilogy is great. We talked about Last Night in Soho, which I think for all of us kind of fell into the bottom of Edgar Wright, but it was still fine. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a bad movie. It's just like he's made so many great ones that it kind of falls back a little. But and we are very pro Scott Pilgrim podcast here. I can say that.
Yes, we are.
Scott Pilgrim is that. When I first saw that movie, it blew my mind.
So
I had
good.
no idea what I was stepping into, and I'm just so happy that it's in our lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the same. I didn't know about the graphic novel or anything. And I was like, oh, I loved it. Loved it.
Well, and it's one that like, I feel like every time I watch it, I almost forget I forget how like magic it is. Like every time I watch it, I'm like, oh yeah, this movie fucking rules. Like you kind of forget how silly it is. And like, obviously the video game aspect of it. So like, the crazy Tony Hawk sequence where he like slides down the banister on like a tray or
Could
whatever,
you do a
like
thingy
fighting
down
Chris
those
Evans.
stairs?
And just like I don't know, just all the different video game tie-ins and just like the whimsy of it. I feel like I always forget, and then every time I go back in, I like kind of fall a little bit more in love with Scott Pilgrim. And that's
also
actually
like
one. Oh, go ahead.
And also all the secondary characters, because you have like Anna Kendrick, you have Aubrey Plaza, you have Brie Larson in it, like all these people that you're just like, oh my god, you guys blew up after this movie.
Totally.
Yeah, they just keep coming. So good.
Yeah, that's a movie that was introduced to me by a friend of mine, Adam Palcher. He's got a podcast. He's been on our show a few times. He's sort of like our podfather. He was like one of the inspirations for us starting this show. He helped us like kind of work out the logistics, getting started, and gave us some pointers and stuff. But he and I are really good friends, and he showed me Scott Pilgrim, and it was one of my favorite experiences seeing a movie for the first time, because I watched it with him and his son, and it was just, it was really cool to watch it with those two and kind of see it through the eyes of a child at the same time as seeing it through the eyes of an adult. You know what I mean? And so that moment's really precious to me as a movie lover. And so I'm curious if there's any movies, if you could go back and experience for the first time, what would you pick?
Okay, go with me on this one.
I will.
Coming.
I wrote down Requiem for a Dream.
Okay. I mean, I kind of get it. I kind of get that.
Like I've been meaning to rewatch it, but now every so often I'm like, no, you're still not ready. It's been probably 15 years since I last saw that movie, and I'm still not ready to rewatch it. So
I feel you.
Yeah.
I actually love that answer, because we get like, I had a very heartwarming example there, and we get a lot of like heartwarming, fun, positive experiences, but I get that. Like, that was a shocking, eye-opening experience. And like, there's something to be said about having experiences like that.
And when you guys sent me this outline saying that question, that was like my knee-jerk reaction, and I couldn't like go around it any other way. So I was just like, it has to be Requiem. Like,
go with your gut.
It is brutal, it's honest, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, it is like there are shots and they still stick with me. I'm with you. I think I've only seen it the one time, but there's stuff that's still just like that whole like sped up, not montage, but the sequence where she's like cleaning the room and going back and forth and stuff, and we're like slowly panning the whole time. Like, I don't know, that it's a very beautiful film, to look at, but man, that's a lot to take in. It's a lot.
It's like beautiful in the same way that like like graffitied alleyway in New York is beautiful. You know what I mean? Like, it's like interesting to look at and has like an aesthetic to it, but like you kind of don't really want to go down there.
Yeah, exactly. That's an awesome answer.
I'll take that advice. I haven't seen it, but everything I've heard about it, I'm just like, maybe I need some time.
Be sure to have like a Disney movie and some candy afterwards.
Yeah. So I'll get those queued up.
Yes.
Like, yeah. You're going to need something light and fluffy.
Make sure the kids are at Stephen Doty's. You don't need them walking in accidentally.
Yeah.
True. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, my question is a little more lighthearted than Ben and Tyler's. Mine is about movies that you feel go grossly underappreciated, that you feel like people just don't get enough of, and you're the one seeing its praises and you feel like no one's hearing you. We call it the Unsung Gem. And John, we want to know what your Unsung Gem is.
This one was really difficult too. So I said Empire Records because I feel like not enough people have seen it.
Agreed.
You know you're not on until this afternoon, right?
Joe, it's Rex Manning Day.
Rex Manning Day.
Oh, Rexy, you're so sexy.
Or they haven't seen it recently. Like when was the last time you guys watched it? For me, it was probably like a few months ago. So
it's not been that recent.
Like a year. Yeah. I love that movie. I agree with it.
It's such a great movie, and it was like one of like my longtime favorite movie, because I watched it when I was like a teenager, I believe, the first time, and then it just kept on going from there.
I mean, yeah, I in the process of trying to get my drum set back that a friend has been watching for me for a while, and I was talking to my girlfriend about it. It's like, I just want to like set it up somewhere so that when I'm mad, like the guy in the Empire Records, I can just go like
Joe,
put on an AC/DC song and just like play them. You know, it's like, it's such a relief. But that's a movie that I think I quote more than I realize that I do. You know, like that movie is pretty quotable.
I wanted to have a little chat with Warren.
Yeah? Have a little chat with my gun.
What do you want, Warren?
Stop calling me Warren! My name isn't fucking Warren! His name isn't fucking Warren.
His name isn't fucking Warren.
His name isn't fucking Warren? I thought his name was Warren.
I mean, Rex Manning Day. That's just the best.
It's Rex Manning Day. I actually, my sister, for Christmas or my birthday one year, got an artist's drawing of like the Rex Manning album.
Oh,
really? That I have hang up here.
That's amazing. He showed up in something that we were watching the other day, and that was my first like, is that Rex Manning? That's like all I thought about. So that's
to me, he's also Michael Carrington from Grease too. So like,
that's true. That's true. That was a lot later for me. So he was just like in my head so much as Rex Manning, but he's great in Grease too.
Anytime someone like says "I" and then like stops for a second, I think of Renee Zellweger singing that song on top of the record store, which is like "I far away." It just always it just plays in my head. No, I love that answer. I love that movie. And you're right. You're absolutely right. No one talks about it, and people should.
My name isn't fucking Warren.
His name isn't Warren?
This is just going to be an Empire Records quote along now.
And honestly, like that, that's like the unicorn dream job, in my opinion. Just the old record store.
Yes.
Everyone's best friends, you know, like different walks of life, but they all are united and in the record shop. So anyway, we could spend all episode talking about Empire Records.
Yeah.